BookWorms team, we're here to help you inch closer to discovering reading level appropriate books for your children or students that closely align with their current interests. I'm Josie. I worked on the front-end team of the BookWorms application, and I primarily helped to develop the bookshelf and the reading progress and goal tracking features.
Hi, my name is Braden, and I worked on the front end and the recommendation system of the app.
Hi, I'm Aiden Van Dyke, and I was one of the project's main backend developers.
Hi, I'm Caden Erickson. I was one of the primary backend developers, and I also created the Python application that we used to populate our database.
Imagine this. You're a parent or a teacher trying to find the perfect book for a child to read. But with so many options out there, how do you know which books are just the right fit? It's a challenge many of us face, especially when each child is at a different reading level and has unique preferences. Finding books that engage a child while also helping them grow in their reading skills can often feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. This is where BookWorms comes in. Our app was created to make finding the perfect book for every child easier and more personalized than ever. BookWorms helps parents and teachers discover books that are not only level appropriate, but also tailored to a child's interests. With just a few taps, users can search for books and explore detailed information, including a description, the book's difficulty level, and reviews from other users. Parents can rate how difficult the book was for their child, helping other parents make better decisions. If a book catches their eye, they can add it to one of their personalized bookshelves. What's more, once a parent has rated a few books, BookWorms starts recommending new books based on those ratings, making it even easier to find new favorites. Parents can also set specific reading goals for their children and track their progress, creating a rewarding and fun learning experience. For teachers, BookWorms takes it a step further. Teachers can create custom bookshelves for their classrooms and even set goals for their students, giving them a platform to monitor progress and motivate their students.
Let's see the BookWorms app in action. So here I've already populated some data for a BookWorms account, and let's join as a parent for now. So upon signing up, you are prompted to enter a child because all parent accounts need a child. So let's say I have a child named Luke. We'll say we continue, and upon registration, we are greeted with the BookWorms tutorial. So let's get started. You can see it gives a general overview of some features of our app, which is very cool. We'll skip for now. You can always come back to it later in the profile screen. Alrighty, let's check out our options here on the home screen. So at the top, we have a goal overview of Luke's goals, but currently Luke doesn't have any goals because we just made the account. So let's add a new goal for Luke. So we can add a goal here, and you can see it's now pulled up on his dashboard. Let's go ahead and try to find this book on BookWorms. So going to the search screen, we can search Harry Potter, and we are given plenty of options of books to read. Let's read the classic Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. You can see it has 2.5 stars, but we want to give it a try. We can see some more information about the book here and read some more reviews about how other parents or teachers thought of the book. Let's save it to Luke's in progress bookshelf so that he can begin to read it. Let's say that Luke has read some of the book. Let's log our progress here. So let's say Luke has read 30%. We will be able to update Luke's progress along the way, and we can see it being updated in the goal overview. And if we navigate through the different pages, we can see a countdown of how many days until the goal is actually due. Let's say that Luke's teacher sent out a classroom code for Luke to join. We can input that code in here, and we can see Luke has successfully joined Miss Jackson's classroom. He can also leave it as he wishes, and he can join other classrooms as well. So down below, as soon as we join Miss Jackson's classroom, you can see that this bookshelf was added, the assigned reading bookshelf. So these are all the books that Miss Jackson has assigned to every student in her class to read, which is why it appears on Luke's dashboard. The bookshelf view allows you to see all of your default and custom or classroom bookshelves here. The classroom bookshelves are in red, and the default ones that are automatically created for every account are the completed in progress bookshelf. Luke doesn't know exactly what he wants to read, but he has some interests in mind. We are able to filter by his interests. Another thing we can do is track Luke's reading level. So to do this, we need to first edit Luke's birthday, which we will say was on this day in 2015. Save changes. Perfect. Now Luke has a birthday associated with him. Go ahead and find a book. We'll search up The Giving Tree. Perfect. and let's say Luke has completed this book. We also want to leave a rating about how difficult it was for Luke to read. This was a pretty easy read for Luke, so we'll say easy. And at the top you can see the Giving Tree was freshly updated to correspond with a reading level according to Luke's reading level. Alrighty, let's see Luke's progress screen. This is just another view of his goals, so we can track the number of books read throughout the months and some more specific goals down below, and we can also see his progress here. Alrighty, I went ahead and logged into Miss Jackson's account, and as we can see, it's a very similar view to that of the parent account. But down below, we also have some recommended books that were generated based on Miss Jackson's reviews of other books. And here we can see Miss Jackson's classroom populated with all of her students. We can go ahead and search for Luke to filter down by Lukes. We have a lot of Lukes. We have 4 Lukes in her class. And we're able to invite the students from here and also send out the classroom code via email. Ms. Jackson can also set goals in her classroom that will be assigned to her students, and her students can see them in their views. We will see the classroom bookshelves that we saw in Luke's review, and Ms. Jackson can also leave a classroom announcement that will be sent out to all of her students. And it has successfully been posted. We will see that in action on Luke's view. So I'm logged back into the parent view, and at the top you can see there's a fresh notification that we can click on and view.
Now I'd like to take a minute or two to talk a little bit about the technical aspects of the BookWorms project. As highlighted in green in the diagram that you can see to the side, our project is composed of 3 main parts: a mobile app, a backend server, and a database. Our mobile app is written in Dart using the Flutter framework for cross-platform compatibility. This app is essentially a thin client that communicates with our backend server for most actions. The server runs behind an Nginx reverse proxy on an Amazon EC2 instance and uses Docker to deploy. It's written in C#'s ASP.NET framework and has over 60 routes mapped via multiple controller classes. These controllers use the Entity Framework Core ORM framework to interface with the database. Lastly, we have our MySQL database, which is running on an Amazon RDS instance. This contains all user data as well as cached and filtered book data retrieved from the Open Library API. Book data is filtered in advance via Python scripts and stored in our database. That said, we still request book images directly from the Open API library, as storing all of these ourselves would be impractical. Before we conclude, I'd like to talk about some stats. Over the course of development of this project, we made over 1,000 commits, over 270 merge requests, and 200 issues. With such a large project, bugs are all but certain, so we developed a comprehensive automated test suite to catch them. For example, our backend test suite has over 380 tests, and all of these must pass successfully before a merge request. These practices help ensure the BookWorms project has the high quality and consistency that people have come to expect from modern apps.
We hope this presentation has been informative. We'd like to thank you for your time and thank you for watching this presentation, and we hope that you enjoy BookWorms.